Welcome to another deep dive. You ready to explore Psalm 65 today?
Absolutely. I'm always up for a journey through the songs.
This one's from the New Living Translation, so we're going to look at the themes in it.
Right.
Like praise, answered prayer, God's power and provision, that kind of thing.
Sounds good. Let's dive in.
Okay, so right off the bat, we see this idea of mighty praise belonging to God in Zion.
Right away. It sets this tone of adoration, reverence, right.
Yeah, and then it connects it with fulfilling vows. What do you make of that?
Well, it makes you think about the nature of true gratitude, doesn't it? Like, what does it inspire in us?
Yeah, it's not just a quick thank you. It's like a deeper commitment, you know?
Exactly. Perhaps made in anticipation of something or in response to something significant.
And then it goes on to say that all of us must come to you.
Because God answers prayer, it's like this universal need is being addressed.
What does that say to you about how accessible God is?
It emphasizes that we are limited, right? We need something more, and there's a source that can meet those needs.
It's really humbling in a way.
It is, and then it acknowledges that we're overwhelmed by our sins.
But it doesn't dwell on that, does it? It moves right into forgiveness.
And the joy of being chosen to come near and live in God's holy courts.
Imagine that, being welcomed into this sacred space.
What a powerful image, full of celebration and privilege.
It makes you think about how we relate to the divine, don't you think?
Absolutely, and then it goes on to describe God answering prayers with awesome deeds.
Positioning God as the hope of everyone on earth. It's pretty huge.
The scope of it, the Psalms says even those who sail on distant seas are included.
So it's not just for a select few, it's this universal hope.
A hope that transcends boundaries and circumstances.
Yeah.
And it connects that hope with God's power.
Right, this power that forms mountains and quiets oceans.
Not just abstract power, but an active force bringing order and hope.
It's kind of awe-inspiring, isn't it, this power?
It is. And it leads to shouts of joy across the earth, from sunrise to sunset.
And then we see this shift to God's care for the earth and this bountiful harvest.
What strikes you about that transition?
Well, the psalm goes into such detail about God's provision. It's not just a general blessing.
Right. It's specific. The river of God supplying abundant grain, the drenching of the fields.
Yeah, and it softens the ground and makes it fertile. You know, it paints this picture of a God who is intimately involved
In the flourishing of the earth, ensuring there's more than enough. How does that resonate with you?
It's a beautiful image of abundance. It makes me think about how we often take things for granted.
I know what you mean. It's a good reminder to be grateful for what we have.
And then it all culminates in this vibrant picture of overflowing life.
Lush grasslands, blossoming hillsides, valleys carpeted with grain, shouting and singing for joy.
It brings us back to that theme of praise. But now it's this universal chorus.
Creation itself is praising God. It's amazing.
Yeah. When you put it all together, Psalm 65 presents a God who is powerful and responsive.
Offering forgiveness, answering prayers with extraordinary acts, and providing for all creation.
It's an invitation to both reverence and joyful trust.
Exactly. It's quite a journey this psalm takes us on.
So as you reflect on this deep dive into Psalm 65, consider this.
Go on.
Which image or aspect of God's character or actions described in this psalm speaks most powerfully to you today?
What might that tell you about your current perspective or needs? That's something to really think about.
A thought definitely worth exploring further.
Absolutely, I agree.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
It was a pleasure, as always.
Until our next exploration.
See you then.